the Black Hat Fire Radio, and you're listening to the African Diary Show with Catty.
Not really.
If you think this song about your girl, then it is what it is. And if I really run her, what I know this is. It is what it is. We realize they should legalize. If you feel wine, then I realize I feel no look wise. No, they follow lies, but they no go die. We're the big boys, and we outside. They be like ice, and we outside. They make a must shine, then they must wine. When she go down, do like ice spice. She like to party later, don't castigate her, just facilitate her, voice activate. Congratulate her, life appreciate it. Take her happy day, take her back to me place. We start to fornicate, her legs start to shake, phone start to vibrate, her voice don't suspect. I do assassinate her, please tell me the rate. We realize, they should legalize. If you feel wine, then I realize I feel no look wise. No, they follow lies, but we no go die. We're the big boys, and we outside. They be like ice, and we outside. They make a must shine, then they must wine. When she go down, do like ice spice. All up, pull up and play back again. All up, pull up and you play back again. All up, pull up and you play back again. We realize, they should realize.
Station. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Karibuni sana. It is on a Saturday, and I believe actually from now we should be doing let the lawyers handle the specific. But today it's a different episode, it's a different discussion, it's a different vibe, and of course we got some guests in the building. So karibuni sana. Hope you guys are doing amazing. My name is
Shout out to Alice before we continue, and
Manze,
then we continue.
Anachachisha. Nakucheki bro. Nakucheki tu hapo kwenye TikTok manze. But anyway, karibuni sana. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Hope you're having a beautiful weekend. My name is Joby. To our amazing first time listeners, and of course our returning subscribers, I hope you guys do have this and rather get to enjoy this amazing show. We got Katie in the building. We get to give the guests the time to introduce themselves. You know?
It's about to be lit.
I know, right? We got Katie in the building.
Yes, we're going, my beautiful people. And today you gotta pay me. You
know
building.
Imagine
the privileged to see
audacity.
me during a weekend. You guys, and this is not even the first time. You know, I was even the guest of the Black Kings, the
No.
Diary of the Black
Katie,
Kings.
say it correctly. The audacity.
The audacity.
I tell you.
But anyway, my people, karibuni sana to another episode of the Black Hot Fire people. And I think it is an episode of catching up, and I hope you're going to have a good time. Make sure you interact with us, and remember, we are live and interactive on our media handles. We are on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere at Black Hot Fire Network. We're also live on our radio station. In case you'd love to listen to us via the radio station, all you have to do is go to Google Play Store, download the Black Hot Fire Network application, and then come back. Tell us how you feeling the vibe. Nyi mko aje? Kwani mko? By the way mko? You know it's on a Saturday. Wako wapi hawa wasema? Anyway, my people, enjoy the show. My name is Katie.
Of course, karibuni sana. Once again, you had it. I don't know how we should call this one, but it's just gonna be a catching vibe. You know?
It's back to
I
back.
see somebody is saying, update the live goal. I'm feeling generous today.
God damn! Let's
Do we
that.
need to put a
The
lion?
lion? I know that's right. Let
I
me do that. Let me
I
select.
put a lion or a train.
Let me select. Kindly allow me. Just give me a few minutes to do that. Kindly.
Allow your hand.
Let me write that. Let me write that. Let me do this. The goal manage. How much should you put? I think 100 is generous.
Or maybe a train.
We should do the hearts, I think.
Okay.
Alright? The heart or the heart?
The hat or maybe the
heart or
hand
heart?
hat.
The hand hat. That's 100 bob. So yeah, if you're feeling generous, kindly come through. Karibuni sana to the Black Hot Fire Network radio station. This is the catching up. Manze, I don't have the specific name for this one, but we are catching up. So if you are generous enough and you are enjoying the episode of today, karibuni sana. We got Auntie Mado in the building.
Yeah, mnasemaje watu wangu?
Today
Sherehe
she's not
iko
giving the
wapi?
money.
Hey, today I'm not giving the money. Today
Umekuja
I'm
umesota,
ready.
bro.
Today I'm ready to
Rada?
receive. Unaona niko in black. I'm
Acha
mourning.
bana.
I'm mourning the death of my money. I don't have money today, you know.
God damn. You put in Shmani's vibe. SH with the money.
Hey,
yeah.
Jerry vibes.
But anyway, family, getting back to the music, and of course, I see Wallace in the building. If you're feeling generous enough, kindly let the girls have some good time on
Bring
the
the
weekend.
paper.
And I tell you, I'm bragging today because actually yesterday it was my late mom's birthday.
Oh, you know?
We are celebrating you today, yeah, and we are about to have a good time on your behalf.
Okay. Okay. I see
But
that.
yeah, Karibuni Sana. I see people. We have multiple of the audience right here also on YouTube. Karibuni Sana. Hope you guys shall be able to catch up with us. Those who shall be catching this on a replay, do leave your sentiments. You've been requesting it, and it is finally granted. Calmie and Spikes are right here, and I hope you guys are bringing the question back to back. You know, all the sentiments, everything. We are ready for them. So I see Sister Michelle already with us in the building. Sijui kama kitu naweza patia walio nasi kwenye TikTok. Shout
Okay,
out.
okay. Shout out to Wallace in the building. Na cheki pia kuna Jerry also on there. I see Mamta in the building. Shout out to you. Na cheki kuna nani mwingine ni kama ametoka. But anyway, shout out to all those who are just joining us. Even to the silent listeners. Big up to you, manze.
Kabisa. Calligraphy with minimal pressure. We're getting back to the music, and of course coming back with the quotes of the day, and of course starting. We want to catch up with our people. Spikes.
Yo,
Nimekumiss.
yeah, it's been the same here. I see already Sister Michelle is with us in the building.
Nimekumiss,
You know this nigga never calls me, never looks for me. You know, but you don't
Yes.
receive from me.
Yes.
Yeah, we do not. But anyhow, big up to Sister Michelle. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. It's a privilege and a pleasure to be here, and we're serving you nothing but good vibes on our weekend. We hope that your weekend is coming along just fine. Calmie is here, and Jerry is here. I was just wondering if our kid got to pronounce Jerry's name right, because he used to say Jerry Ndiungu.
Ondongo.
If you to join us
He
on
has
this
never
show.
learned. I even told him,
please,
just call me
please.
Katie and
Yeah, learn
forget
now.
about the others.
Yeah, so anyway, Karibuni Sana, I hope you guys are doing amazing, and of course do join us on today's show and let us have an amazing time. Calligraph with minimal pressure, and that is what we're serving right here because it's on a Saturday. I mean, hello. You know, hatutaki pressure, you know. We're doing this the right way, you know.
Absolutely.
It's relax, you know, have a good time.
Hey,
You know.
You're giving us pressure already.
Come on.
Don't like that, get down like that. I'm in my zone like that, so we give it to them even if they don't like that. If they don't like let it on my own like that. When I dish tell them we don't get down like that. Don't get down like that. I'm in my zone like that, so we give it to them even if they don't like that. If they don't like that. Yeah, one thing that me learn about this life, never tolerate what you dislike. See, I don't like it when a chick fight. That's why I had to marry me a rich wife. Spend it in my pep and kibishana kidogo asha. Funny, I'm on blame or checking. Familiar, they'll trade my checking. 2012 in the juicy too. You remember when I used to bring that suit?
I see we got bunch of people on TikTok.
Dude,
Yeah,
sorry,
I don't know, but big shout out to you.
Shout out to Sam Keeper in the building. Nacheki user 99 and the number continues. Shout out to you. Nacheki Wallace Pia Konasi. Jerry Pia is with us right there. Freddy, I see you. Shout out to you and to everybody who is just joining us.
What you said?
Yes, and of course, Karibuni Sana Kita, I'm just letting you know that we are live. So if you can join us, we are on the test page, rather on TikTok, wherever you are free to do so. I'm just letting you know, or rather getting you updated.
Plus, not to brag, but stake on a motto plus and vocal. That's for stake one and daughter class. Bronco Pasco and Bama.
Yeah, so I hope you got the message clear.
Yes, I could get up
Thank you.
I remember that time I say that that's gonna happen. No, silly stuff and I'm getting everything I'm asking for. Made it on my phone like that.
Wewe mfike bei.
I dish that.
Tunapenda watu wanafika bei.
And if we don't get no,
Wewe.
like we
Thank you for the hand hug.
don't get that.
Wewe kwani umeatbrekiwa?
Na
Rada.
nimepata hand hug. Why am I not appreciating that?
In my zone like that, so we give it to them even if they don't like that. If they don't like, let it on my own like that. Man, I dish tell them we don't get down like that. We don't get down like man, I'm in my zone like that, so we give it to them even if they don't like that. If they don't like that, yeah. See, when you're making boss moves, the last thing you wanna do is engage in little beefs. Cause when you meet they act cool, but as soon as you leave in a girl come to the least. Fame is a drug, not an addictive.
What?
Man, a drug, but was a whiskey.
What?
In a drug, you in a discipline.
My quote of the day is focus on the step in front of you, not the whole staircase. Come on.
Zile kondoza Kenya.
Katie.
My quote of the day says, enjoy your weekend because a Monday is here in
Ayala
30 seconds.
Tunashan.
I'm saying 30 seconds imeenda sana bro.
Ni mingi?
Tuko Sunday already.
Yeah. In the next 2 seconds.
I'm a Karen too.
I'm already pissed out by this.
Even my parents knew Zile
Imeenda.
silent.
But tuko na the whole night.
Donna Limana Jembe.
Anyway, karibuni sana family. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Of course, this is not a music station. You know us. We're here to have a good time. And of course, karibuni sana to everyone who's just tuning in. My name is Jovi. To our amazing first-time listeners, viewers, back to back streamers, subscribers. I hope you guys are doing amazing. It is on a Saturday, unusual of what we do. We're supposed to be actually on TikTok, Calmie Shindai, you know, letting the lawyers handle the specific. Because if we say anything and we feel like you're so much offended, we just call our lawyer. We don't talk to you. We don't address you. Actually, we too much. You know, we can't pay you no attention. We just call the lawyers. But today it's different. We are catching up with Calmie and Spikes. And of course, it's been asked, it's been delivered.
It's been requested.
Yeah.
At due to public demand.
Due to public demand.
They are here.
Acha nikwambie,
Bring them
interview,
questions.
rather this schedule has been long awaited since I guess a whole month.
Wow.
Tumekuwa tukiambiwa Calmie and Spikes are coming. Calmie and Spikes are coming, and the whole family has been literally highlighted, and it has just been a wait, and we're so glad you guys are finally made it. Mkwaji, karibuni sana.
Ngoja, acha nipumue kwanza.
Yeah,
Kwanza leo
then
nimetoka
Nakuru.
home, and then it's been raining hadi nimeshinda kusema mimi nitaambia kina Jobi nini, but nasema lazima nipushi kitu hadi nifike. So before ni ongezo stories zote blah blah blah, cha muhimu ni nimefika hapa. My name is Calmie, also known as Tali's mommy, aka Mama T, proudly Mama T, excuse me. And of course I'm super excited to join the Black Hot Fire family. It feels like a dream, linking up with Joby and Katie and Sparks in one building, guys. I cannot ask for more than this. And of course I'm looking forward to the show, and yeah, tufanye ibambe basi.
Kabisa.
Habari ndio hiyo.
Karibu sana
Makofi
Calmie.
kwake.
Let me tell you guys, you know, actually personally, and I think I said this before you left, or
Yeah, on your birthday, girl.
I think I
Say
said it, yeah. I was very inspired by you. My confidence, everything came by you because,
God.
again, also shout out to Spikes because you guys have been part of building my confidence to be
We
who I am
agree.
today.
We
I mean, today if you guys maybe catch up with my shows, but yo, I'll be casting on this shit. You know?
Okay, that's absolutely
I'm
what
on the
is
streets of
required.
like, you know.
Wanasema mzazi anafunza mtoto lakini mtoto anashinda mzazi. You know that thing actually happens. And I'm
Mimi
really,
sasa
really
nasema
proud of you.
kudadadeki. Yeah? We say
Cake and
kudadadeki.
bake.
Like, no. Actually, for me, I didn't know I could be this real, this vulgar. Even actually, Katie tells me sometimes, tukiwa na yeye hapa like Joby, umekuwa too much of cussing.
Wow.
Sikupenda kwangu.
Yeah.
It's just that, you know, learning the truth and learning a lot is just really been some good thing.
Absolutely.
But I'm glad, I'm so happy to have you back right here, you know, to see you, you know, popping on the Black Hot Fire Network radio station. You've been my inspiration before you left, you know.
Somebody give me a towel. Because
Come on.
You about to get me emotional. Yeah.
But of
Wet
course,
wipes.
I want to give Spikes his
A chance
moments.
to say
Spikes
hi.
is
I
shy.
mean,
Like,
I have a beef with you,
Yeah.
nigga. What you talking about?
Yo, hata kama tuko live kwenye mtandao kwa Twitter. The last time I was here,
We are everywhere,
not,
actually.
we were not on
TikTok.
TikTok.
TikTok, yeah. So
Yeah.
personally, I don't know my way around TikTok.
Yeah.
I heard about a big heart. I'm like, yo, big heart in the I'm hearing that yo, big famous, use some flowers back. But anyhow, family, for those who are on TikTok, big shout out to you, Asante Sana, for being with us on the show. We appreciate you so much, and also for taking time because you know everyone is on a busy schedule, especially on a weekend. Everyone is busy doing this and that. So if you get a minute or 2 minutes or even 5 minutes, half an hour to join us on the show, we really do appreciate you. And also for the Black Hot Fire Network, it has grown since what was it last year? June,
July.
yeah, July,
August.
yeah. June, July, August. So it has grown. We
been a
have
year.
seen,
Yeah,
we have
true.
seen, you know, wonderful people just joining us and just getting on board and just getting to do their thing. I have seen Dimore. Actually, when I was watching Dimori on the show, I was wondering, is Dimori a real name? Because there's a group called the Tungulu family.
Yeah.
And the Tungulu family, they have a Dimori. So I was
Actually,
like, yo.
somebody came here and asked us, "Uyo Dimore ni ule wa Uchungulu."
Yeah, like what's going on? But it isn't him. But apart from that, we just do have wonderful people doing wonderful things. And for those who have stuck with the Black Hot Fire Network
The longest time.
for the longest time, myself, I joined in 2018, so I understand it had been running for like 5 years before then. So probably it was 2013. I'm really not sure. But just giving a quick shout out to everyone that has been with the network. For Sister Michelle, I've seen, I think, so many people on the network who are still stuck on the network.
Actually, Dimore
I
is
do.
our youngest.
It's
He's
good.
our baby right here.
She used to be our baby. Imagine
Yeah,
she's bragging.
yeah.
Look at her bragging.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
good,
used
it's
to be the baby, not because I joined maybe later but I joined earlier than the others. But now I used to be the baby, and I'm glad that we have a baby, and he's actually a scholar. But
Wow.
we're glad to have
Like
him.
I was putting
Tomorrow,
I did get an
co-op with
opportunity.
Dimore.
Yeah.
He's outside. You
Yeah,
see
I
him.
got
He's
an
outside,
opportunity.
Maybe we about to receiving this one.
Actually, kid calls him son.
I did get to watch. There's a show they did with a kid, I think last Saturday, which was a wave of change for Africa. And sometimes back he was talking about the younger generation getting to understand better what is happening with the global situation, even with the African situation.
Yeah.
So I would say it's a good thing. You know, people just keep on putting in good work. And for those that have kept on supporting the network, we truly do value and appreciate what has been going on with everyone. And I would just like to say, keep on doing what you're doing, keep on supporting the Black Hot Fire Network. And at the end of the day, we get to make some change, because that, you know, we do hope and aspire for impact or some change. It doesn't matter how many shows you're doing, but as much as you're able to reach one person, each one, you're able to make your small impact at whatever level.
And on that, I concur with you, because we say Black Hot Fire is the media for the 21st century. Absolutely, right now it is the media for the 21st century, because we are reaching out a lot of minds out there we are dealing with what is trending, what is popping. We are just enlightening, making people understand what is, in terms of the reality and so on. And that is what I love about Black Hot Fire Network Media for the 21st century.
Yeah, nah,
So,
Keith,
I think
I
it is just
just see
smiling.
Keith.
But
He's just smiling here.
Keith is wondering what's going on with all the gibbering.
He just
excited.
I'm glad because I haven't heard Calmie say what's popping in a while.
What's happening?
Man, but I'm so glad to have you guys, Manze.
How
I
have
feel
you
like-
been?
Have you been? I think I started with
You
Calmie.
start with me.
Yeah.
Nisaidie kitamba. Let me say this.
God damn it.
Life out there teaches you a lot, about the real world. Like you being a baby, your mama's baby, you're so used to being mama nini. But after that, wakati uko peke yako umejisimamia is when you realize like your life is serious actually. And for your mind to be easily transitioning to something else, being brainwashed, it's actually so easy. So what I can say about me, it's all about you standing for yourself, you knowing the truth, and you sticking to that truth. Because out here there's a lot of brainwash and you can easily trip about that. That is how I have been, but we thank God I've
How old
stayed
is the
strong.
baby right now?
She's 2 years, 2 months, and excuse me, she's intelligent. Just
Excuse
more than I asked God for.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm really happy for you.
Yeah.
Motherhood, like what can you, because I think there's some lots before I get to you, Spikes. There's a lot of things actually tend to discuss here when it comes to, I actually tend to discuss it on Tuesday with Kamlesh and HR on the Black Kings frequency. I happened to be a guest on the show, and they were literally discussing like what is the, like what would it make you to have a baby? That was the question pulled to me. And I was like, personally, I believe it's not all about finances.
Yeah, true.
You have to be not only just
You
mentally,
said you know what? No, baby,
Emotionally.
you I'm lying.
Keith, give me a moment. You give me a moment.
You said you didn't want no baby.
Kids, shut up.
You give us a moment kindly. This is our moment. So personally say that it's not all about finances. You have to be mentally, physically, emotionally ready for the physical changes, because you also have to be not really selfish, but you're sacrificing to be there for your baby. So I want to ask you, like, have you faced any like challenges emotionally, depression wise, like how has it been for you?
Let me tell you in general, if you do not have a supporting partner, if you do not have a supporting parent, let me tell you, just go down to depression. Because personally, I wasn't ready to be a mom to start with there. And when she came, I had like a lot of pressure, dealing with motherhood, dealing with my own life. I still believe that I have not figured out a lot. But with my mom being there for me, advising me on a daily, at some point I was feeling like, hey, I can get depressed by the way. The baby's there crying like, yo, excuse me, I've not even finished about my life, and you are here putting in a lot of demands. So if you don't emerge strong, if you don't get to sit down and evaluate the situation and be like, I have to step up for this kid, I have to step up for my mother, I have to step up for myself, then you're gonna go down the drain. So motherhood is not easy to start with, considering in our era whereby there's just a lot of abortion going places here and there. I do not have a grudge on anyone, that is their own personal reasons. But the moment you decide to like take care of a child, let me tell you, it's a lot on that. So at some point,
Your whole life.
exactly, at some point it really depressed me. But having a supportive partner, having supportive mom and aunts, it really did get to boost me. So motherhood is not easy, but the moment you get to figure out like, yo, I want my child to grow up and see that, hey, my mom is strong. Like my child, my daughter does not call me mommy, she calls me by my name. It's like we're just the twins, exactly. It's like we're just twins. I get to
I like
teach
that
her
type
a
of
lot.
relationship. I like
Tells
it.
me like it's supposed to be. Like
All right,
it's
all
not
right,
easy.
all right, Calmie, calm down.
Yeah,
We
say it,
Yeah,
say
let
it.
me let me say something. Hey, let me say something real quick. Hey, Wallace. Hey, nigga. You know, Spike's never finished with no damn Swahili classes. You talking on TikTok.
What?
I don't know what the hell you say.
All I'm saying, Keith, is that motherhood is not easy. You just need to
Not you,
like,
not you, Calmie.
Wallace,
And
unachelewa.
Wallace on TikTok is talking to me in Swahili. No, goddamn well, I don't know what the hell he's saying. Spikes left without giving the rest of the Swahili classes. He had to go do his own thing, so he left without continuing Swahili. So we all So we all fucked up out here.
They're all fucked up because let me tell you, just to switch it up a little bit on Spike, these people have been demanding Swahili classes, and we have like a bunch of programs right now lined up.
Wallace is doing the most.
I don't even know how to teach. Like, what am I supposed to teach?
You don't know even where to start.
I don't even know how to start. You know, if it's Spike was best
But
on
imagine these people, let me tell you, hey,
they go on Google.
they come with the worst
That was General
Swahili
Mosquito.
words.
Yeah, that was General
No,
Mosquito.
I'm
General
saying,
Mosquito.
man.
No,
We do the work.
And Santi
That's
on it.
right. We Google.
Please,
Google.
can you
Come on.
tell them?
Come on,
Yeah,
come on, come
I
on.
even
You do
didn't
it.
ask
You
for that.
General Mosquito speak the most.
Let's
We Google.
Look at him.
We Google. Come on.
No. I do not understand why every time a person gets to learn a new word from a different language, it has to be the curse word.
Yeah.
It has to be like, if I want to learn Kikuyu, I have to look at the curse word.
Calmie, it's called Kumba.
Oh. Boy, I'm jumping you. No, it's not gonna.
I think what happens is that when you do have a new language, there's an interest to learn the curse words.
The curse word.
Even for the little Spanish that I get to understand is that pendejo, Espanol, pendejo. Pendejo I think is an asshole. Yeah, pendejo is asshole. I thought it was asshole. I thought pendejo was asshole.
The asshole?
Yeah, it's asshole. Pendejo for Espanol. But anyhow, it's all.
It happens actually.
Another new time for you guys. But anyway, thank you for sharing that, Calmie. I want to switch a little bit to Spikes. Then maybe Katie will focus any questions she has for you. How have you been, Spikes, Manzi? My beefy do fast start. I've missed you.
I've been
No,
No, bro. For real, I've missed you.
You know what I've seen
Admit.
what I've seen with most texts is like, any has any commiss. Then you told me Nico.
Oh,
You're
wow.
like,
You made me
what we did.
emotional.
But it's usual. When you look at the Black Hat Network, when I'm able to, I've always been able to just know what's going on. And there's a wonderful talent. Like I was saying with the guy you were talking about, Dimore, that kid likes to call son, or like you were saying likes to call son. It's a whole lot going on now because he's a whole lot of.
I'll be having to suck his ass because he be out of control.
But you asked me about myself, so I would just like to say that I've been doing fantastic. I've been well, and life gets to take you places and gets to teach you things because it's like life is not constant. You're not on one particular spot. It doesn't matter where you're at, so long as you're on this earth, you are constantly in motion. So you don't find yourself
They call it circumnavigation, something like that.
Circumnavigation, you're trying to go to the moon and go around, but what I'm just saying is that when you're going about life, you just get to move from one season to another season to another season to another season, and I think all along it has been learning, and I would just like to also appreciate everyone that has been doing whatever they get to do with the Black Hat Network. Kid was telling me about the growth, he was telling me about the farming and everything else. I've also been doing a little bit of farming myself. And apart from that, I've also been doing other things. I was on to writing a book, but I have not been able to finish on that. I had a bit of a hit with that. Apart from farming, writing books, and also working on digital marketing and media, I've also been doing other things, just getting to learn. Because at the end of the day, life is all about learning and just traveling and moving along this particular journey. Life is a journey, and Kid will be saying, "Oh, Spikes, cut the crap, tell us what you've been up to." But I'm telling you, I've been doing a whole lot of learning, and I would just like to say that it's been wonderful. I can't really complain much about anything, and I would just like to say,
I see you got like some kind of podcast, Spikes. You want to tell people about your podcast?
Yeah. That was I've been working like about 70 episodes of some. It's called the Kenyan Podcast. Although I have so many podcasts. But the one I've been most consistent with is the Kenyan Podcast. The Kenyan Podcast is all about what's going on in Kenya, what people can learn about Kenya if you're from an outsider perspective. But what I plan to do is just move from that and go to the African Race Podcast because I'm passionate about the continent, and there have been so many things going on with the continent. You can talk about the coup, you can talk about South Africa, you can talk about so many things going on.
Which cool, I told you this was going to happen. I told you the awakening was going to happen. African youth was going to wake up. I told you This was not to happen.
But you can't tell me that these coups are legit because this seems like a casual coup. There's no way.
Yeah, actually.
We were talking about Gabon the other day, and Gabon, whomever took over,
Gabon's a phony coup. Yeah, Gabon's a phony coup. But the other ones are real.
Yeah, but the
other
other
coups are real.
this
Because they tried to just kill. They just now tried to kill Ibrahim Traoré again. They tried to coup it. They tried to assassinate his ass yesterday.
Yeah. But I was just saying that the other one is a casual coup because it's not you're having a friendly coup. Today you're getting someone out of power. The next day you're telling them to get their passport. You're stamping their passport, telling them they can go have their coffee wherever they like. They can go have.
That's a fake coup.
It's all about money. It's all about who's the bigger boss here.
Go on, kid.
The prince knew that the Chinese were coming. The prince knew that the Chinese. I told you. Remember, I told you what they were going to do. I said they're going to take black women. I told you this. And even you're going to show me and Judge Joe talked about this last year, Spike.
Yeah.
That the Chinese were going to start putting babies in these black women because they don't love themselves. They worry about money. Like I got the whole show with Rumbizai and Calmie. The shit they'll be going to the social page when Rumbizai and Calmie talk about yes. African women, we love money. We got to have money. So these Chinese men getting with money to impregnate these women to have control of the continent through their babies. So France knew that half Chinese dude in Gabon, he won the election. He really won. That half Chinese motherfucker, he won. So France like, oh hell no, oh no. So they made their own coup. They're like, no. So
but I understand. Kid, you know that the guy who took over in Gabon is also related to Ali Bongo. He's Ali Bongo's nephew. Or, yeah, they're their cousins. Yeah, they're cousins.
That's what
so
the French had it put, the candidate who won was Chinese. Chinese are already putting their shit in motion. That means that kid was half Chinese. He actually won. The French like, hell no. His interest wasn't going to be black people either. It's going to be the Chinese. They've already started setting. I told you they were going to have babies with these black women. They have title to the land. So he was already there as a candidate, and he actually won. The prince said, hell no. That's out.
Do you remember sometimes there was an interview that Maria did with some Ugandan men in the village, and he was telling them about the claim to the land, because in Uganda the Chinese also wanted to do the same. They wanted to take these Ugandan women, have a claim to the land, and then from there you can have a claim to everything else, because you already know that you own this land. So Maria was doing an interview and asking some of these men, do you understand what is going on with these Chinese men here? And they of course elaborated and they said, yeah, this is what is going on with the Chinese men here. What they're doing is they're having babies with the Ugandan women, and after having babies, the Ugandan women, they want a claim to the land, because if you're born there, it means that you have a claim to the land. It's also supposed to be part and parcel of whatever you inherited or whatever goes to inheritance. But anyhow, yeah, that is
This is not a political show.
it's Gabon.
No, it's
not a political show.
It is mad. I think it's all about how right now things are just evolving. Like the whites really want to dominate the black. I mean, slavery is not going to end at any minute, so it's going to just continue in just a different phase.
But still, at the end of the day, I want to know, like, it's been a year of a gap with you guys, and we've had, of course, the elections. We've had a couple of things, which you guys know the blackout fire was all about and everything.
Cammie's been gone almost 2. Spike's been gone. Cammie been gone almost 2.
Excuse me,
Yeah,
I
so
got a baby to deal with.
I want to know.
I know.
I want to know, since it was August when we had our elections, right? It's been a year so far, and of course people are complaining about the back and forth of what Ruto is doing. We can see the Mambo ni Matatu thing trending. You know, we've had the carbon emission meeting, the Africa Climate Summit that just happened. I don't know, personally for you, especially you being a mom, and maybe whatever relationship you have, like, you know, you growing your kid. Do you feel like it's like affecting you? And what would you tell young women, especially the current economy?
Let me tell you, in politics, even if somebody, mama niko hapa, let me tell you, with politics, hasa mtu akuje na mission gani, mtu akuje maybe na hustlers fund, mtu akuje maybe na funds na kusaidia nini women empowerment and so on. all this thing that the government is bringing, it's a scam. Let me tell you, from home I was there, like, whether it's the opposition, the current government, everything is a scam. It's all about everyone for themselves. It's all about who's taking the bag home. Because you've seen about the opposition, they do not put their kids, out there to riot. You've seen the number of deaths that are happening there.
Yeah.
With the climate change, come on, this thing is never going to change at the end of the day. It's all about most of these international companies coming up with Africa, setting up their enterprises, winning and so on, getting to give the government. I mean, hakuna kitu ni utashinda, utawina hapo. Tumeona this story, it was all about this eyes and things like that.
The world coin.
The world coin, exactly. So it's all about who's the bigger person here, who's going to bag in a lot of money. So let me tell you, with the climate change, we're still going to be at the same place. Even if the government will come about and plant a zillion trees, excuse me, those trees are not going to help us, because you're doing propaganda, moving us from one phase to another, and it's just going to go on repeating over and over. So as a mom, to start with, let me just say, nobody's safe out here. Whether me, whether you, no one is safe, because at the end of the day, it's all about the goals, it's all about who's going to win, it's all about nani may bag pesa home. Na pia, everything they say, there was a time that Keith told us, for example, the COVID-19 situation.
Yeah.
They set up a situation that's going to affect us, and then they're going to come about with a solution for that. So it's all about game. It's all about game. It's all about money. That is my
coming
favorite regarding
again,
that.
but
Yeah.
I'd love to maybe not really correct, but
Oh,
correct.
Calmie sound like a journalist again. What's going on?
I know.
I am.
Correct and not really correct. It kind of really involves us,
Yeah,
because
true.
if you're talking about carbon emission, is who we are
Yeah,
as
true.
African people, and we do need to plant a bunch of trees.
But at the same time, Joby, have you witnessed the number of million of industries in Kenya, Africa alone, coming about with setting up papers and things like that for helping Kenyans and so on, maybe Africans. But at the end of the day, this thing get to emit a lot of, stuff that get to affect us and so on. So at the end of the day, it's all about the government. Hakuna kitu yenye itatusaidia sisi ati serikali mongelea about carbon nini. But at the end of the day, carbon itakuwa emitted, tuta lose maji, tuta lose trees and so on. Na serikali itapata pesa yake. So
And that's
itakuja
it.
kutuongelesha.
We need to stop it. But before I go on and give Katie
I'm seeing people's comments.
Calmie, English, Calmie, English, damn it.
Yeah.
Spike spelled his job, Calmie. Spike spelled.
Okay, before we move on here, you have a
I
comment
see
then.
Produce Justice in the building. I see Wallace. Okay, somebody's saying Spike's losing up a little bit.
Yo, should I be dancing on the set? I don't know. Should I be dancing doing what is the latest dance? I can loosen up and
Let me tell you, the TikTok people love to see you energetic.
Oh,
I know.
I don't know.
They're
I'm too old for
like,
TikTok. I don't know what kid is doing on TikTok as well. The last time I was here,
He was bitching of TikTok.
no, I couldn't be. I don't know what the hearts you're talking about. The lions, the hearts. So I don't know about TikTok myself.
Anyway, the
I
general
don't know.
Twitter
You're telling me, oh, I
is
should be
saying,
dancing, jumping on the crates. So let me just ask,
That's
is
another
a challenge?
thing.
What is the current challenge? I could try the current challenge. I understand that there's a lazy challenge going on. There's a lazy challenge.
Yeah.
So if you can,
challenge
no, I'm just saying I understand there's a lazy challenge, and the lazy challenge is whomever can sleep, like I don't know, under a tree, like for the longest, like be the laziest. Yeah, that is the latest challenge.
I've
So
not seen
TikTok,
that.
for guys on TikTok, if you can prove that you're the laziest person, you get awarded. That is what guys are up to on TikTok, but they can never keep up with that. So if you want me to lose enough, I cannot be the one lying on under the
Joby
tree like
just
this.
reminded us something Spike's pulled up on us. But anyway, General Squitter is saying, you are looking well, Calmie. Good to see you.
John Mushiro has been doing a lot of Swahili. I think by now.
Hey, General Squitter is the one who comes up with this crazy Swahili.
There was also Haki Sankofa. Haki used to do a lot of Swahili.
Even
right now,
Unsunken one.
right now it's
Something
very
like
good.
with the K.
Yeah, the
It's
K
very-
word.
it's
But I
very-
see
very good.
General Scooter is saying, hey Spikes, I didn't know you was on Facebook. I was looking at Joby's friend list and there you were.
Yo, you was talking Joby.
You was
Come on, you're the right direction. You're the right direction. You had it. Your life is about to change.
I'm not on Facebook. John Mosquito, you're your loss.
I'll turn my page into.
Facebook.
They clowned Joby. They clowned Joby. They clowned Joby. That's not me.
General Skill, you're headed the right direction. Your life is about to change.
Oh my
You can
God.
just put your money on the TikTok. But
Yeah.
anyhow, family, what was I saying?
What
I was
is
thinking
it
about the
about?
climate change and these things that people are about. For me, I was just saying that.
Okay, what do you think about the election, the presidency, carbon emission, everything that has been going on? as you catch
For the
up?
presidency, I think they played him. They played Uhuru Kenyatta. He thought because he's in power, he would be able to turn around things and just rig the election. For some reason, because Ruto was someone who was doing the work on the ground, so he was able to know who is responsible for what,
Exactly.
and they did whatever they did to Uhuru, and Uhuru lost
Another
it.
day to remind you, lazima ukue mjanja. Like you have to stay witful for you to emerge.
Yeah, for him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for him.
Because he
for
had
him.
the power and everything, but
For
then
him, he
again,
lost. Yeah,
akacheza.
he lost. He lost, and there was a time he was talking about he could not transfer power because there was nothing to transfer to. But by the end of the day, they were moving the same vehicle, but by the time they go to the end, there was no vehicle left. There was only a chassis, or only the frame or the metal left. So there was nothing to hand over. And then Ruto did whatever he did, and he was able to get into power. But I was just saying, for climate change, these people also getting money. They're trying to gain and get the most from saying that. The condition on Earth is becoming, hard to
It's a
hard to
lie.
survive. It's a lie. Yeah,
Yeah.
they keep on going with the same story. But the thing right now is they have thought that Africa also has. They could still milk some resources from Africa with this whole story. But for me, the only question I get to ask, and we were having a conversation with one of the guys we were working with on the network. That was. Lagzone, and we were saying there is no country that ever go to achieve industrialization with renewable energy. If you go to
That's what we just said.
Yeah.
Exactly what I was saying. You cannot go to industrialization and with windmills and goddamn solar panels. So
Yeah.
this is what Julius Malema finally said down in South Africa. He said, the people came, he told us to use the renewable energy. We bought this shit, and now we have no power in South Africa. Yeah, stupid. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no country ever go to industrialize with the renewable energy. And also, what you have looked into is that you do find
That's
that
a scam.
Africa only, the so-called climate change, Africa contributes to only like about 7% of the same.
Zero, zero, zero,
about.
0.4.
But what you have to pay for is they carry the whole burden. So if you're only contributing to the so-called climate change by this small percent, but you have to pay for the whole, you have to carry the whole burden, then that means that you actually, something is wrong somewhere.
It's
and you
still
need
a scam.
to
It's
sit
all
down.
about the government setting
Well,
up
you never
funds. Yep.
what happened is this how the scam goes, man.
Absolutely.
In the industrialized countries, they accept these carbon credits. Understand it's a scam by the Rothschilds and Rockefellers who still control the planet. They still want to control. They want to make sure Africa never industrializes, gets out of poverty. But hey, you kind of fucked up because you got these coups now, so this kind of fuck up. You think everybody need to go in and have war in Africa. But anyway, it's called carbon credits. So
And
the
you know-
industrialized countries, what they'll do, they'll pay Africa not to develop and use their carbon footprint, which is zero. So Africa will get their carbon footprint, which is like the highest, and they'll buy Africa's non-carbon footprint that they can keep immuting carbon, while Africa now can't immune any carbon because they transfer their carbon footprint to the rich countries. See the scam?
That's a
So
scam.
you buy out my carbon footprint, so I get to keep polluting, and you never develop because now mine says zero because I bought your zero, and you got mine since I bought your zero. Now you got my whatever 10.11 carbon, whatever the hell it is.
Also, the money will not be paid. Even if you were to do the exchange of the carbon credits, you'll not get the money. You'll be told you're going to get it, but you'll not get it. Yeah.
It's a scam. That's why Bruno's these African motherfuckers are puppets. They know it doesn't work. The only reason why the 70s now is not doing it because they're not going to let Captain Crunch, his son, take over the country. They said no, Captain Crunch ain't going to be there. He's not going to be allowed to be the leader. So now you got Museveni breaking bad, like you white people, you aren't good. It took you 40 years to know these crackers wasn't no good. You're not no good. You failed my tribal test. You're no good. I'm not doing none of your carbon shit. So you see all the fucking stuff they were told to show. He said, I'm going to nuclear energy, which is cheap and effective, and it actually works. So he's like, no, because he's like, well, I'm already old. have decided to kill me because they're not gonna let me leave my son the country what I was setting up to do.
But
Go ahead.
still, remember they have groomed the new Kun. So either way, whether Museveni is ready to die, if Uganda is not ready, if Uganda is not ready to take up the step like we can see in Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali, we're gonna see the same reputation of just dictatorship because Bobby Wine. I mean,
well, I don't think he'll last long. It's the genie's out the bottle, like I told you. The genie's out the bottle. Like TikTok, everybody wants to be. TikTok is the most motherfucking amazing. Yeah, and y'all know I talk shit about that.
Hold up. Take me back, Spikes. Do you remember when Keith used to speak about TikTok?
Yeah.
How positive was
You're
it?
busy
For me,
and
I
now
know
it was
because there was proper concerns because there was proper concerns about the infringement on your data. So whatever you put on TikTok, you can be able to like be infringing upon and people track your information. Whatever way they want, and that is also Trump was also against it and other people. So there was a genuine concern about TikTok, and many people, even myself, I opened a TikTok page like a year later, and then I'm really not even ever there on TikTok, so I already know. But I did see something pop up about this lazy challenge where people just challenge each other. How lazy can you be?
Not the stupid challenge.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying about there was a genuine concern about there was a lady who used to work for TikTok. There was a lady. There was a lady who used to work for TikTok, and she said there was some data mining going on, and so therefore there was some cause for worry. And also then they came up and then someone was paying.
Have you seen what he recommended him?
Doing fundraising for something.
No, he's sleeping on TikTok.
Yeah, but he's
that
trying
is
to
the
raise some
challenge.
money for something. Yeah, he's trying to raise some money for.
And I was concerned, so what Spike said his crowd was concerned about. Then Big Cheese finally Keith, get on it. Big Cheese, every time they show Big Cheese is on Keith, you gotta get on that TikTok.
They say
I was always against it.
They say
Then when I finally started getting on it, that's why they want to ban this shit. TikTok is real time shit moving. That's why Rudo and Kenya wants to get, it's like real time shit happening. You got Africans all over the continent hooking up and actually learning.
And
it's real time. You're like, whoa, motherfucker, this shit's real time. So I see, y'all know I never did no goofy panels on no YouTube. I've been on 10 TikTok panels already from cats from South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana. When I hear Africans not being docile, I hear women, Ghana, about, please, we gotta cool Kofi Adada Doodle. We gotta cool this nigga. I'm hearing that, I'm like, what? Africans never talk like this. They're always meek and scared and stuff. We gotta cool this nigga. I was like, it's TikTok man, they gonna come after this shit. That's why. TikTok is the best algorithm I've ever seen. It is like, wow, that's why I said that shit.
You don't kill ban TikTok and so on because being jobless means you can do anything to create content out.
Nobody shaking their ass.
They do. You haven't subscribed. They do that and a lot.
I think it depends with their algorithm on the.
I think.
Now would you look at Calmie? The algorithm going to give you what you want.
Personally, and I had Katie and Shmani discuss this on the Vibe show. I heard you guys discuss on this about the algorithm you're supposed to say. And I think you guys also didn't speak it well. And I think kinda you have the idea. But TikTok allows you to see anything from anyone.
Yeah, true.
It doesn't give a shit whether you do anything from anyone.
Yeah, true.
It doesn't give a shit whether you followed, subscribed or not. You're gonna see my shit. Okay?
Yeah, of course.
So long as you're on TikTok, so long as you're you're looking for Kagame or Seven, you're still gonna see me shaking ass. What's up? You know? Okay, at some point, listen. That's why you remember there's a time I said my TikTok algorithm has changed. You remember me saying that, kid? My TikTok algorithm has changed. I don't see people shaking ass anymore. And even if I do, trust me, it's 2-3 people. Because actually control the algorithm I want to see.
What you want
I
to
find
see.
one algorithm that is interesting, I'll go deeper to that.
And it's gonna bring you more and more.
Exactly. So if you wanna see people shaking ass, you'll see people shaking ass.
And more, you see men, keep you see men shaking and stuff. I mean, the more you dig, the
It's
more
like
you
we had
learn.
Ezekiel Moto was saying, I don't know if you guys saw this, especially it came out on Friday, and we discussed on it. I think it was on Friday or remember, I'm at Thursday. Alisema, people are not getting on, or rather to discuss about the climate change, as so much posting nonsense on TikTok. And I was just like, this guy, not only is he speaking about climate change, but remember he's come also for the music industry.
True.
Saru, Kasike Vibao uko kwenu.
I know.
If you've been following us, you know. Kasike Vibao uko kwenu. So uko like, wewe, uko focus on the boat. Unajua unafanya nchi yako.
He's more of a socialite than a
Exactly. Like you're the one who's subscribing to the shaking ass, and you're so much concerned about also what affects your people if they're not shaking ass. But what I picked more on the point he said, people in Africa need to be actually educated on what our African leaders are doing. Stop being ignorant just because you see in media telling you like this is what we have.
I agree with you.
This is for the best.
You've seen this politician, what is his name? There's this politician who's out there. I mean, he was from the ghetto, he was doing Django back then. I can't recall his name.
Politician.
Yeah, politician. He's on. No, he's not Amsani. He was just on TikTok. Like, his agenda on TikTok, yes, he's fighting for the common Mwananchi, his goals and agenda and so on. But people are out there, glorifying him, going out there, snorting, doing stuff, drinking and so on. And then they're like, yeah, you are really your ideal. So TikTok, Selassie. Thank you, baby, Selassie, exactly.
Mumia SMP?
Yeah, the Mumia SMP.
The good
So as
one.
much
The Joker.
as much as he's fighting for the
More of a
people's agenda.
comedian.
Yeah, as much as
May I find our politicians jokers?
a majority of them actually. So I think even if we get to employ people at all, they're fighting for our goals, for our common resolutions and so on, it's not going to happen because they also do have their own agendas. So I can say TikTok, as much as yes, it's helping build some careers and talent, because I've seen people grow on TikTok, get millions of money, buy cars because of TikTok. At the same time, it is really draining us down because the agenda that is there, whether you like it or not, is going to affect you. Whether you like it or not, as much as you do not want to watch it, it's going to pop up on your timeline, and you're definitely going to have to watch it now.
It's going to be like that. I do see eyes as red Ember Jewel. I always had a hard time pronouncing that particular name you said, but glad to know that.
Thank you.
No, he busy dreaming about me and Spikes and the show. So yeah, dreaming.
I hope he's well.
But I want to say, Calmie holds the record at Black Hat 5. Calmie has never, ever said one curse word ever.
That is just me.
General Mosquito, you're saying young lady. General Mosquito has a message. General Mosquito has a message for Katie. For Katie. General Mosquito is asking, young lady, does your mother know you wear leather pants?
General Mosquito was the one asking me. Spats, do you remember this? It was which year was this? Was it in 2021? General Mosquito asking me, young lady, who taught you to wear red lipstick?
What? I got lipstick on. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
You, General Mosquito, I'm a grown-ass woman. What are you talking about?
The young Mary J.
Young Mary J, by the way.
As already MIT, he's saying that glad to know that you're both doing fine. Thank you so much, Eyes as Red Ember Jewel. You had another different name. You had I can't remember the other name. Eyes as Red Ember Jewel had two names before you switched to this name. Yeah, before you switched to this name, it was a different one. But peace to you. I hope that you're doing well with your peoples out there, and also everyone else that is just tuning in. And maybe perhaps whomever gets to check out this particular show after we are done. Sister Michelle, you were saying, hi Spikes, we miss you too. Thank you so much, Sister Michelle. Elizabeth, I hope that your family is doing well.
It's recording right now, Spike. So
so whenever
I'm gonna get Danny to chop
edit
edit and put it everywhere else.
Yeah, so whenever gets to catch this particular one, peace to you, and I hope that you're doing well and you're still like Dr. Mombi say working in your purpose? Is that way Dr. Mombi?
You're so grown up, Dr. Mombi.
No, I was saying she used to, whatever she used to say was I hope that you're working in your purpose.
Trust me.
Let Dr. Mombi have a shine.
Okay, fine.
I haven't seen her for like a year.
You know,
I haven't seen her.
yeah.
haven't seen her for
she's
like a year, but I'm
always
talking about.
confused. I was even telling kids, I don't want to watch Dr.
No, I was
Mombi.
saying
This
from
woman
her
is
earlier
always.
videos. I've not seen any videos. For like a
Anyways,
year.
away from that, you guys, have you realized how time goes really fast?
These days, exactly. And
You
you
know,
know, the cold, the
you
harsh
know,
weather.
it's been more than an year since we came to this studio. You know, it is more than an year plus.
I know.
And
Actually,
then
it's a year, 2 months. No,
Yeah.
a year, I think 1 month.
a year, one month or two.
No, 1 month.
1 month.
Yeah, I
and
remember
I was
the dates
like,
very
you know,
correct.
I was looking back at my snaps, and today I saw a snap that it was 2 years ago in the last studio, and I was like, oh my god.
You've seen the photo I've sent you?
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, this is not me. This is not me. But
She was so...
yeah,
Bro,
guys,
So-
yeah, I'm so happy, and I'm just surprised by how time really flies, and you know, like by the fact that Spikes is actually the one who taught us this one. Honestly, Spikes taught me. Spikes used to harass me. Wewe kwani hujui kutumia laptop, rudi shule. Wewe sijui nini. But at the end of the day, I learned. He used to tell me, go back to school.
English.
Oh, some things are hard to explain in English, but anyway, what I'm saying is I'm really glad it's almost 3 years.
Stopping the ball, damn it. Playing Spikes. Stopping the ball.
I think true Spikes really did teach us because I remember I was doing my degree in bachelor's.
Yeah, everybody talking about Spikes, those Swahili classes.
Spikes doesn't
So
want to
damn
like is enough. You know, kids,
That's
I
a
agree with
nilipe.
you.
Yeah,
So I remember like I was just done from my degree in journalism, and then in my school it's not like multimedia school where we get to explore a lot in the media and so on. So I'm still this thief or still this not so used to a lot of things. And I remember I was so paranoid, but Spikes, you know, get to tell me that yo msichana kid, you have to know Swahili. Msichana amka. In
But,
time ujifunze hivi na hivi na hivi. And I think through that I got to know
Jamie,
my
blame
confidence.
Spikes. Don't blame me.
Nobody is blaming you. Nobody
is.
is blaming you because you can't even construct a Swahili sentence. But away from that, I was saying I'm glad.
Katie, here go my sentence. Kuma, kuma, kuma.
Boy, die.
Would you please shut up or we mute your mic? But anyway, what I'm saying is, I've realized it's almost 3 years for me here, and I'm like, oh my god, I've really grown. You know, it's already 2 years, and I'm heading to my 3rd year right here on the Black Watch Fire Network, and I'm like, I've really grown. And if it was not for Spikes, if it was not for the people I found there, I wouldn't be this
Eloquent
good.
and,
Yeah, I wouldn't be this good with what I'm doing.
Kid, do you know who we should be thanking for Katie's eloquence? Do you know who we should be thanking for Katie's eloquence? Kid, do you know who we should be thanking? It was the Mzungu Katie was fighting in Tanzania. The Mzungu Katie was fighting in Tanzania. That Mzungu really brought out the eloquence.
That Mzungu messed with the wrong bitch.
Kayla, how dare you? You want us to pay for the bread?
You saw that?
To pay for the meat?
Yeah, she was bad.
But
Lighting up the fuse.
Yeah, I really even wanted to punch his stomach. Yeah, that Mzungu was, he was too much for me, and he messed up with the wrong bitch. He actually said, you guys go to your room. We are sorry, we are going to give your money
to
back
refund your money.
tomorrow.
Funny, he thought that we were back in the slavery era whereby you can just
no,
be
what
killed
happened?
like, oh,
We
this
were
and
at
this.
the hotel,
He
happened to lie.
Exactly. He thought they were weak Africans. He expected them to be docile.
They did
When
not
it
know
wasn't docile,
Joby
damn
Imagine there was a day we came.
He asked him, have these girls been in America?
You know, actually, the good part is, let me tell you guys, the good part I'm always glad is you handle the situation. Can you handle the situation? Because me, I have anger issues.
I know.
Anger issues. I'm gonna go.
You know, when I'm angry, I don't keep
Audio.
quiet. I'm always that hot-tempered.
It's good to express yourself,
Like,
actually.
if you angered me, I'm not going to keep quiet. I'll talk to you and I'll say what and
And check this out, damn it. He had a young Kenyan wife. Oh, he was all old and sweaty and sloppy.
He's a little goddess. Come on, give me a break, right?
But anyway, family, as we get closer to winding up,
Yeah,
anyone
time is
has
not
got
really
any
on our
questions to
side.
pull up, kindly let us
I
know.
ain't been no 2 hours, is it? What time?
Kid man, it's late.
It's
man.
late.
It is
How am I going to
7:30.
get home?
It is
They
7:30.
didn't get here too late. What do you want me to do? You want me to I'm
No.
about to reschedule it. I'm about to
We
reschedule.
will have to reschedule this because since they know where the studio is at, we'll have to reschedule this, and you guys will have to come.
We can do it maybe probably tomorrow because I don't know time really.
Tomorrow we don't
Tomorrow
have
maybe
shows. We don't
Tomorrow
have shows
is
on
on
Sundays.
Sunday. Oh, too late.
Yeah, we don't have shows on Sundays. Monday to Saturdays to 7 is actually when we do close our
Okay, we can
shows.
figure that one out.
Yeah, but I really appreciate you guys for coming, and I'm really glad that you guys are really doing amazing. I'm glad for having met you guys, and the fact that you've come. I don't know what's really awaiting, but looking forward.
I'm also super excited to link with the Black Hot Fire family and Keith, Joby, Katie, and of course the rest of the crew. You are doing a very commendable job.
Thank you.
I do not mind we can
Let's
actually
keep you had
communicate.
and let's keep you had any questions, because I think you had questions. Do you?
What you say, Cam?
Do you have
I don't know what she
questions?
said.
No,
No,
Keith, I
I'm
was just
asking-
commending you for the good job. Ain't nothing else I'm gonna add on that.
Do you have questions for yourself? Like, do you have any
Questions for them,
Because
for our guests.
Keith, don't speak anything sad. Keep it to yourself.
I'm saying now you're a mother. You're a mother now, Cammy. So you've evolved as a mother. I was looking, hopefully you're happy whatever you're doing over there in where you at? Nakuru or something?
Yeah,
whatever
Nakuru.
city.
Nakuru, I'm my mama's little pet, but yes, I'm a good mommy. That's what I can say. And also, Keith, while at home, I've also focused on agriculture. So trust me, I've been doing some little bit of selling and doing so that. And it's
What
actually
type of agriculture?
I've
like
done with the poultry. I've also lately I've just harvested like 52 sacks of maize. Yeah.
Oh,
My
wow.
mom gave me 2 acres, and yes, girl, it's not easy being a farmer. So I've just been versatile. I've also been doing
Oh, you been
media.
out there farming too?
Yes.
Hey, did they take your mama to England to nurse?
Well, that one I'll comment on it tomorrow. But kid, just know I'm gonna meet you real soon, and you better buy me something good. That's all I can say for now. Wanasema in Swahili they say do not usimwage mtama penye kuku wengi. Just to say that do not
Don't spill the maize.
I told you,
do not spill the
Cammy,
maize.
Yeah.
Spike's left the job undone.
Spike's you're gonna have to talk to him. He has his own personal issues. But as for me and you, kid, we about to meet, and trust me, it's a poof for you. Absolutely.
Well, I'm glad you guys are doing good.
We are also
this
happy
show
to
was-
have you.
This show's too short. I'm gonna say we started with Spikes and Cammy.
They
Started
came
with
in
Spikes
late
and Cammy.
though.
you can't blame us, kid, because we scheduled this for 2 and it's on a weekend, man. They
I
also have our own
understand, and
plans.
let me just apologize one more time, kid.
Let me finish.
Uh-huh.
Be quiet. Let me finish.
Welcome.
I want to say that we started this with Spikes and Cammy back in the day. Hey, what was the name of that girl we fired that never wanted to get her hair done? Cammy, what was her name?
That was a rush.
Rush. Kid, you
Okay,
savage.
shout out to Rich. Shout out to Rich who never wanted to get her hair done.
Shut, yo.
With Spikes and Cammy, it was a lot of good growth, and we went through so many channels getting taken down and learn. I would like to get Ruby's eye, but I couldn't. I didn't know how to find Ruby's eye. So
I was in contact with Arumbi's eye. In case you would like to get across to her, I'm in contact with Arumbi.
And I told you to ask Spikes actually.
Yeah.
I told you, kid.
Arumbi's eye is doing alright.
I did
yeah,
tell you.
so so I'd like to get in contact with Ruby's eye and get them all back together again, so we can talk about how everything is transpired, everything is grown, because it was a learning process of fun and learning, and when they first went down to Rwanda, and Carrie was like, I thought I was going down that bus. I was on that bus for 28 hours.
Keith, it was really a lot of fun. And actually, thanks to you, right now in my family, we're sitting down, people are like, oh, what are you doing outside? They're like, oh, girl, just don't not talk to her with that accent because this girl has been to different African countries. So salute to you, Keith. I really appreciate you because you taught me a lot of things. You've enlightened me. In my family, we still have people who just get to believe the white stuff and so on. And then I'm just there like, oh, girl, you need to sit down and dig in the books because there's just a lot of lies from what you believe in. So thanks to you. I'm not the same as them, and I just believe it's just some good growth for me.
Nice. But anyway, family.
We love you guys. We hope that yeah.
So this
Yeah,
is
your mosquito. I've been
these-
operating host.
this between us, like Katie and I, and of course maybe we're gonna have Shmani. You guys have met Shmani outside the show. She's a vibe,
Yeah,
and I
she
think
is.
we're gonna have a program together. Maybe for 2 hours, we're gonna prolong it
Okay.
and catch up. Maybe half an hour, 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, or maybe 2 hours.
Alright.
However the conversation is gonna flow.
All right.
This was really limited. I really wish you guys, would come back. And we're
You said,
gonna
are you saying black people always late for that? No, hold on.
No.
Hold on. Producer Justice. Usually, I will say Spikes is always on time. Joby's a stickler for time. So they are anti-African, and they piss me off how much they were always on time. Joby's a time monster, so everybody rap, hey, it's time we wrap it up.
Don't
Spikes
mess
is
up with
always-
my time. My
Kate,
time
I'm
is messed
sorry.
up already.
Kate, where I was
Already.
coming from, Kate, let me just apologize one more time. Where I was coming from, there's just a lot of rain. Getting up from the house to the bus station, and my mama was already at work. She could not drop me at her castle. It was just a lot.
I figured
No big.
it was that. I was just telling them, yeah, we all got problems with time. I said, no, it's all good. We'll bring you guys back and talk.
Yeah.
It's good to see you guys. And the original Black Ops family, how we started everything and built built everything in a one-room shack. And I still remember when Spice got the first piece of equipment and sent me a picture. I'm like, Spice, what the fuck is that?
John Mosquito, how dare you? You want to war with me? Are you sure you want to war with me? John Mosquito? Are you sure? I'm gonna make you eat the bushmeat. Don't try me,
But anyway, guys, thank you very much for coming, and it was a pleasure seeing you. And I'm very happy.
Stop. We know you back with that Ronnie guy. Stop it.
Kid, please. Tafadhali. Kid.
You lied to me, Katie.
Canada?
Kid.
What's up? I don't know what's going on. But
Okay,
anyway.
away from that, no, enough of that. Anyway, thank you very much for coming, and hope to see you later. Maybe
Yeah,
later.
so much love, family. Hope you guys have yourselves a beautiful weekend. And see you guys on Monday. Remember, we do have different shows aired from 8 a.m. till 11 p.m. every single day from Monday to Friday. But on Saturdays, we do have different programs.
Hey, what happened to Canvas? Canvas didn't show up today?
Calmie, she's in, kid, but we can't do the show. Come on. Our program is messed up.
He still could have came and popped his face in, Joe. I'm going to recommend you two after the show.
Okay, we can discuss about that offline.
You're gonna have to
Kate.
do what? Excuse me.
I'm going to recommend your ass after the show.
Recommend what?
Reprimand your ass after the show.
Recommend.
Some whipping.
Oh, you
I
are.
get some ass whipping.
Who deserves the whipping?
Me.
Who?
Spike know what it means. She speaks English and Swahili.
I think you deserve.
General Mosquito was
You
telling me
said
that I
reprimand
use
for me?
words that I don't even understand myself. General Mosquito, please to you. I use words that I
Kid,
don't
I
even
think you're
understand
the one
myself.
who deserves the beating, right? Yeah, you don't come to shout people's matters
Katie,
online.
Katie, I'm at the beat your ass. I'm at the beat your ass.
I'll put you in a zoo. Come on.
I'm at to beat you and Joby's ass in the name of
I'll lock you up in a zoo.
Zoe. I'm at to beat your ass in the name of Zoe.
Wow, you gonna do that? Are you You sure you're gonna do that?
Good luck with that.
Are you sure you're gonna do that?
Hey, the funny thing, Zoe had a crush on Calmie too.
Where he at now?
Much love, family.
Much love.
See you guys on Monday. Have a beautiful weekend. Today, for our TikTokers, we shall not be having the laws under the specific. I hope you guys have been able
No,
to.
we started winding up because Calmie said, "What happened to Zoe?"
God damn
You
it.
asked them.
We don't know what happened to
You
Zoe.
don't do that. You don't do that. you know, we don't go along with that. Come on, be better. Be better, Calmie. Don't call me by King. Be
So
better.
funny. I don't know.
You do better than
Big mouth kid.
You want money on the subject. Money on the subject. Backyard, my dad, staying home, no fraud. Silence, hold on, cry out. PDF already. You one belly can't hold them belly. Chicken eyes, send them a money.